Hello and welcome. It's been a while. It's been over a month since I've actually been able to record a video because I have basically had the plague. Now, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be playing catch up on absolutely everything that's been added to the Lego website over the last couple of weeks. Now, there's lots and lots of different bits and pieces. There's so much to go through that I'm not going to click on everything. I am just going to click on the stuff that's going to work in my own display. And obviously we can have a look at the minifigures and things like that. So if there is anything that you are interested in the brand new January releases, and obviously please do let me know in the comment section below. I apologise on my voice. I will keep drinking as we go along, but it is what it is. So starting off with a brand new pink flamingo, and then we've got a dumper truck. I do believe that would be Lego Technic. Yes, that is the 9 Plus. And then we've got a nice little Winnie the Pooh range. So this is coming in from 1.5 years. So you can see that look is for the Duplo. I think there is some other bits and pieces for the Duplo as well. Now currently there is a Christmas picture frame with purchases over £65 or more, excluding pre-orders. Now, obviously, a couple of times ago, or a couple of giveaway purchases ago, it did actually include the giveaway purchase, but I would imagine they would have just sent the giveaway separately and they would have lost a load of money. So the first thing that I am going to click on properly for the first time is the brand new modular. Now, obviously, these have been out for absolutely ages, but I have not been well enough to do anything. And again, I do apologise if this just suddenly stops. Right, so we're coming soon on the 4th of January. Obviously, there will be a VIP early access on the 1st. There we go. So from the 1st to the 3rd, there is no giveaway purchase being shown at the moment. But with all the leaks that had happened when this got released, we do believe there is going to be a giveaway purchase coming. So for £199.99, you're going to be getting 1,600 points, 3,266 pieces, 8 minifigures, and it is obviously on its own base plate. Now, it is a very, very interesting shape, this one. Obviously, it is a corner unit, and it's obviously going to have to go on the, potentially, the left-hand side. I don't know if you're going to be able to spin it round for the other side. You might be able to get away with it, and then you've got the sort of the pub as the the old inn as the front. But you're going to have a little bit of a play with it because it is quite an unusual shape, this one. So it'd be pretty interesting to see which end people want to put it on. And obviously, if you're going to put it on the clock side or if you're going to put it on the blue side. But let's open up and have a look at some of these photos. There's a lot going on with this beautiful amount of detail. Now, this is obviously, if you're from the UK, you would have seen this style of architecture quite a lot all over the place, and obviously potentially further afield as well, but especially in the UK. So you've got all this beautiful fascia, you've got all the different Tudors designs all across the front. Then you have got nice little flowers. You've got what looks, I was going to say that looks like a light, but I think that might just potentially holding on to this bit. You have then got this thing just here that is Jay's Toy Collections UK's favourite word in the dictionary, apparently. So you've got a nice little big clock up on this one. So this is saying it is 10 to 2. Be interesting to see if the other side says the same time. You can see you've got the old guarded in, and then you've got these really beautiful minifigures. So you can see you've got eggs and bacon and cheese by the looks of it on that. You've got a nice little trike with the cat on the front, and then you've got the old school with the clock, and then you've got the chef as well. Now coming over onto this side, it does look like you've got another cat. Then you have got hairdressers or pair of scissors up at the top. And then my favourite minifigure, I think, is the chimney sweep. I think that looks, excuse me, very, very good indeed. I apologise. Right, picture number 2. So you can see the box artwork. And that's just the same photo with another minifigure. They really are bad at their photos. Moving on, so this is the other side. So this is what the other fascia looks like. So you can see you've got the completely different colour of the blue. I really do like this colour blue, actually. You can see you've got a nice little feather detail up on that. I think that is a haberdashery, is how you pronounce that. And I was about to say it's a hairdresser's, but it's not. It looks like it's things that get woven. You might make different bits and pieces on it. Just because it's Jay's Toy Collections UK favourite word in the dictionary. I've never heard of it before. So you have got a nice little menu just on this side. That is the other minifigure that we couldn't see. Umbrella and a rain cap as well. Now that is obviously very, very important for, well, the weather that we have in the UK at the moment. Beautiful bits and pieces on the inside. The detail on this does look very, very nice indeed. You can see you've got the menu. Looks like you've got chips on there and all sorts of different bits and pieces. Basically pub food, I would imagine, on this little bit. Then you have a random fish being thrown out, unless it's coming out of the freezer, because they have got this little bit of stuff just there. So maybe there's an outdoor freezer for whatever reason, but you can see the pinhole just on that bit just there. Then you've got this cool thing. So this is obviously a clock. So there must be somewhere where a guy fixes all the different clocks. You've got the grandfather clock and all the other little bits and pieces. Terrifyingly, they're all saying the same time, but I guess they're all running at the same time. But that is not showing the same time as the clock on the outside. So which clock is wrong? Is it 10 to 12 or is it 10 to 2? There we go. So we have got, I guess, spider, ant, cockroach. Don't know what that's supposed to be. 2 cats. I do like the fact that he's got the little bit up in there, and then you have got the ball as well. Now, obviously, with some of the CMF minifigures that are coming out in January, you could potentially add to this very, very nicely. Oh, you've got all the different hats and all the different fabrics and things on there, and it does look like the chimney sweep is topping himself up with a really, really nice hat. And you've got the umbrellas on the side. Now, I have seen this picture before, but what really bugs me is you can't actually see what's inside it, because you can't tilt it. I don't know where any of the rooms are. I don't know if we've seen that kitchen room. That looks like it's the pub. That looks like, obviously, it's the bit that we've just seen. There's the grandfather clocks. What this bit here is, I don't know. What this bit here is, I can't tell you. And I can't tell you what bits and pieces are at the top, because when we move on, it just goes on to outside images. So there's technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minifigures, and then they're classing this one as 8 with no face. So that does say it comes with 8 minifigures, so they're classing that as the 8th. Right, I can't spend too long on everything, because I think this video is going to be quite long indeed. So, excuse me. Right, the next thing that's caught my eye is this. Now, obviously, this was a giveaway purchase that came out, I think, in start of 24. I think it was the start of 24. It might be in the end of 23. Can't quite remember on that one. This I really do like the colours of, and I have got some of the older space stuff. Now, there's plans in place for a display, and I wasn't too sure what to do with the giveaway that I got, because obviously the giveaway purchases are free over a certain price point, and these two do go hand in hand. But I have had a quick look at this, and what I do quite like is you can just strip it down, and then you just make individual bits and pieces from it. Now, it does state on the box that you can only build certain bits at the same time, but this is what I mean. It all pings apart, so you've got the vehicle and everything that attaches to it, just like the old school bits and pieces, and then obviously you can pull that bit out, put that bit onto there, and do whatever it is you want to do. These bits will come off, and then obviously you can make other little bits and pieces as well. There's your minifigures, which do look pretty cool. So you've got 3 minifigures, a robot, and whatever that pack is supposed to be. In hand, it does look quite big, as you can see just here, and then it changes to this. So that's what I mean about how you can do different bits and pieces, but it does clearly state on the box just there, build and rebuild. All models cannot be built simultaneously. So some of these things that you are seeing, you can build, but you can't build them all at the same time. But I think that does look very, very smart indeed. And the dimensions on this thing at the top, that's not ideal. Let's see if I can actually get a better photo, because I won't have that view bit in the way. Where are we? There it is. So it is 18.5 inches in length, and it is 17.5 inches wide when it is all put, 11.5 inches width and 18.5 inches in length. So it is a very, very long thing. So if you can get this up on some clear bits and pieces, I think it will look nice. This is going to sell well. It's just an old school theme like the castle stuff, and I think it might kickstart some bits and pieces maybe for the future lines, and I think some people might like that if you're into your classic space. Now, the minifigures, I'm not going to click on them, because I would imagine everybody's seen all these already. In the comment section, let us know what your favourite ones are. I might get probably the wave on this one, and I need to backtrack the wave of all the space bits and pieces, but there's definitely stuff that you can add in to a lot of the stuff. Obviously, there's another one with the cat, for example. You have got the opportunity for some of these for the Bricklick Designer Program as well. So obviously keep that in mind. Right, you've got the mini orchard. That is easy enough for $24.99. You've got the beautiful flowers coming in with the lucky bamboo and the flower arrangement. And then you've got the fountain garden. Now, that is obviously just going to be a display piece. Not Doesn't look like it's in minifigure scale, but if you're a fan of that kind of thing, it might look nice with some of the other architecture sets, maybe. Yeah, it's there if you want it, basically. And then we have got Tweety Bird, we've got the Lucky Cat, and then we've got the Trotting Lantern. Now, I've clicked on those already, so I'm not too sure why these are bumped up to the top, because I'm pretty sure there's like 10 pages of new bits and pieces. So you've got the Good Fortune, we've clicked on that before. Tom and Jerry is now a thing. So Tom and Jerry is coming out. That'd be very, very interesting if we do get some minifigure bits and pieces for Tom and Jerry, because I think that will sell well. You've got the Panda Family. That does look very, very sweet with the wild animals. And that is what the box artwork looks for that. Obviously, the Brickhead. There you go. You've got these. It's 255 and 256. So we're already at those numbers. Right, page number 2. So anything again that catches your interest, let me know. There's a lot of Lego City sets coming out, if I do remember. And there's the first one. So we've got the mythical creature for, I do believe, Monkey Kid. And obviously the price point on these things are fantastic. $54.99 for 791 pieces. It does look smart enough. Then you've got the Holiday Adventure camper van. Again, this looks like it's much chunkier than the other one. What I do like is the fire pit. You've got the guitar. And obviously you've got the nice little, a nice little family that is all together. So I think that is going to be, I think that will sell well. $24.99. It will jump into a sale very, very quickly. And then the next thing you've got is these Love Bears. So I'll let you have a quick look at these as I take a quick drink. So you get 2 Love Bears, 287 pieces for $12.99. I think that'll make a really nice gift. Possibly that could be quite a nice Valentine's Day present for somebody. Moving on to more Monkey Kid bits and pieces. Now, there's going to be a lot of mechs, I do believe, this year. And we are starting off with the first mech that I have seen coming in at 806 pieces, and it is $69.99. And the donut truck, I think, is going to sell very well. I love the old school rims and the old school design. It's going to be, this deserves to be clicked on, I think. So for $17.99, don't forget all of these are coming. They're either available for pre-order or they're all coming on the 1st of January, I do believe. So obviously take that with a pinch of salt, but you get 196 pieces, and you can see the 2 nice little minifigures that you get just there. So this does have a really nice torso print. Very expensive donuts, but obviously they haven't used the coins on this one. They've just used the 100 Lego stud bill. I think that will have to be added to my display. Now, again, really good price point at $17.99. It looks like it's a really impactful thing, and also it's got a bright pink donut up at the top, and like the burger one, it comes off. So you can start to have these as individual bits and pieces, and that is something I'm very, very interested in coming from a theme park perspective, but I could just keep it on the wagon. So Burger one and this one now will look great side by side, I think, because obviously they mimic each other. You've got Playful Cat coming in at $19.99, and then we have already seen these Duplo sets, so we will skip some of these. Coming into the new, I haven't seen the typewriter with the flowers, so that is $24.99 for 363 pieces. You've got the Cute Bunny, again $17.99, coming in at 326 pieces, but that is a 3-in-1, so that's not too bad at all. That's quite a good price point for that one. Coming into more Lego City stuff. So we've got the off-roader 4x4 mountain. Comes with what looks like a really nice map, and it has also got the newer teal ambulance bits and pieces. So I think this might just be a one and done with regards to it's just a off-roading truck. I can't think it's going to be part of a theme. Now we've got an airplane versus a hospital bed race car pack. So is this going to be one of those Red Bull races where they go down the track and it's just no engine and a bit of fun? Looks like there's a bit of a slope up on there, so potentially that might be pretty cool to build if you can just raise up some of the road packs. We have got a tractor trailer with a sheep, which would go very, very well with the fresh store. So if you pick the fresh store up in 23 and the farm pack that it came with, that would be a perfect addition to that. Little space robot, and then we have also got a twirling aerial as well for $8.99. Is that the correct price? Oh, it's 93 pieces, but $8.99 for a Disney product. You can't go wrong with that at all. Right, page number 3. Told you there's lots and lots of bits and pieces for me to catch up on, and I'm sure you guys and girls would have seen all of these already. Well, I haven't seen that before, so I don't know if this has just been added. We've got a lifeguard beach rescue truck. So are they going to be looking into more beach bits and pieces? Because that would be very, very interesting. Or a water park. I would adore if they're going to do a big theme park set in 2025. I would love a log flume or a river rapids or something completely different. Still big like the red coaster, big like the loop coaster, but maybe a water theme instead. And that way, for me personally, I can add in a nice little water section to my theme park. And then we have got, I think, first Ninjago set. Yes, so this is part of the Rising Dragon. This is the Storm Village. Again, you get some beautiful colours on all of those. So you can see all these beautiful translucent pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minifigures on that. 305 pieces for 34.99. And then you have got the spider. Now, that is basically the same coloured spider that they have at the spinning spiders on all of the Legoland parks. So that is a little bit of an Easter egg, including the fangs that they've got at the front. So that is a interesting concept, but they could have, well, obviously for 10.99 you can't go wrong for 153 pieces, but the actual real life one is, well, it's enormous. So it is huge. Oh, they have done it. Right, so that's what they've done. So if you wanted to, you can now have a little ramp racetrack, and then I'm assuming you would just be able to add in your road plate and just have a couple of them coming down. That's a pretty cool concept because you've got all these little bits and pieces just in here. You've got the no limits. I think this minifigure might be used in the garage from a few years ago where you could alternate the bumpers and everything like that. And then you've also got a selfie stick with the cup. Yeah, that's an interesting. I can see some people making some really nice, really nice little racetracks out of that. And then obviously the 2 packs that they come with, £8.99. So you can't really go wrong. So you've got what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So you've got 6 different vehicles that we've seen so far. Now, but that's an interesting because we have a ambulance. And this is the first time in ages we have a proper ambulance. We had a giveaway purchase with this really bright, sort of almost neon-y blue. It's very, very beautiful in hand, and you got all these really nice little bits and pieces on the side, and the yellow is just luminous yellow as well. It's these photos don't do it justice whatsoever. You can see he's broken his hand, and you've got the little stretcher on the front. But does this mean we are going to be getting a new hospital this year? 17.99, 184 pieces. Does look very, very good indeed. Moving on down, I think this is a nice little thing. Front wheel loader for 12.99. 2 minifigures look great, and then you've got all of the little signs and the little bits and pieces like that. You've got the small red sports car for 109 pieces for 8.99. And then you have got Raz and Arin's Super Storm Jet. And again, that is Ninjago. So you've got lots of different bits and pieces coming in from Ninjago. Looks smart enough. And again, the Ninjago and the Monkey Kid stuff always comes in at a very, very good price point. Now we've got 2 airplanes back to back. So we've got a race plane at $12.99 and we've got a bush plane at $22.99. One is Lego. Obviously, one is Technic, and then we've got a backhoe loader, $8.99 for a Lego Technic set. The first dream set that we've seen for next year, $8.99 for the Z-Blob robot and vehicle adventure. So obviously they're still going very, very strong on the dreams bits and pieces. We've got another mech for the Storm Rider just in here. So again, $44.99 for a Kai mech. Very interested to see if they're going to do a big Ninjago set this year because they have just retired, obviously, a few different bits and pieces. With regards to Ninjago, the loop coaster's retired, the AT-AT's retired. We already know that there's going to be a Death Star coming to replace that at the end of the year. So are we going to be getting another coaster? And are we going to be getting another big Ninjago set? Now we've got, excuse me, Zane Battlesuit Mech. Why Zane's in a mech, I don't know, because he definitely does not need to be in one at all. We've got Z-Blob Action Race Car. Again, if you like your bright colours, there we go. And then you've got the little blob just on top. And then you've got all the shooters and everything around the outside. Creative Dinosaurs. Obviously, you can mix and match and build lots of different ones. 450 pieces for $29.99. Moving on to the next page of Ninjago, we've got the spinners are back. So the Spinjitzu battle packs, they're a good little bit of fun. $17.99, so they have gone up in price. The Animal Adventures, $8.99. That's a dream set, and then we have a deep sea rescue research submarine. That is Lego Technic. So that is, I think that the deep sea research was a Lego theme at one point, because they actually had them again sold at all of the Legoland parks. More, obviously, you're going to get a Spinjitzu spinner for every single character. As you can see, there's another one there. There's one there, one there. So the double pack is $17.99. Individually, it is $8.99. So it doesn't really make much of a difference if you get them individually or together. You've got the gaming controller set. That has got to be a Dreams set. Yes, it is. Not too bad. So I'm getting these all right. We have a green building plate, which looks like, how many studs is that? 16? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You've got a 16 by 16 with round edges. Interesting. So for $10.99, you can get a completely different style of base plate. Don't know if people are going to be happy with that or they're going to be living the dream with that, but it'd be very, very interesting to see. The Spinjitzu Temple, that is obviously, oh, it's all 4+. So that is where the little spinners will go around and it cause absolutely chaos. You've got a Friends and you've got a guinea pig playground on that one. Really didn't want to click on that, but there it is for $8.99. Fantastic stuff. And then we will move on with our life. We have got a Wild Animal Families, Penguins and Lions. That's a cool little thing. And two more. Yep, both Friends sets, looking smart enough. So you can see those three just there. Moving on down to the next one. So we have a dream sets. No, sorry, Dreams, Friends, and then we have a pullback vehicle. Now the pullback vehicle seems to do very, very well, but I don't know if it will in Ninjago, but we'll soon find out. So there's lots and lots of bits and pieces going on. Loads of Friends coming in now for the start of next year. Look at all of these. So there's another three sets on there. These I haven't actually seen before, so I don't know when these have been added to the Lego website. I'm very surprised we haven't reached the F1 cars yet. So I'm hoping I am on the correct newest bit and they've not shafted me, because I would like to see the DC and Marvel bits and pieces. So we've got Friends, we've got the Creative Food, and then we've got a new Fortnite set that's coming out for $8.99, which is the Nether Lava Battle. Coming down again, you've got a Creative Happy Box for $34.99. Another set of Friends. Looks like that might be Duplo. That's pretty cool. It's like a hybrid. So you've got almost like a Duplo pieces within the Lego Friends. That's a nice looking thing. And you've got the pet shop accessories as well for $34.99. And you've got the ambulance and driver. And then we have a new fire truck. That's got to be 4+, because you can tell by the frame. Yep, so there's your 4+ bits and pieces at the bottom. You've got the nice little sprinkler system. And then also you've got the flames to be put out. It's a nice little thing. I do appreciate that the 4+ sets are now coming down in price, because when they first came out, everything was a brand new mold, and don't forget there's no stickers. And now they're starting to reuse the pieces. The prices are starting to come down, and it's a perfect introduction for 4+ age now that it's got to that price point where it's a lot fairer than what it was. So a massive, I really do appreciate that, because it hasn't taken them long to bring the price point down. First time Doctors, that looks, I haven't got a clue. Is it the Animal Crossing? Duplo. I was miles off. So, 2+ set, 65 Duplo bricks for $34.99. More Lego Friends, more Lego Friends, more Duplo, and then we have to go by the age. It goes, there's Duplo, more Duplo, and then we have, well, this is very, very interesting, a random medieval dragon for a 3-in-1 set. So, what other dragons can you make? Again, it's all pre-order for a lot of this stuff, which means it will go to other stores. So anything that's available for pre-order, remember, it will go to another toy store, especially in the UK, and it will drop down in price very, very quickly, unless you want it day one. So you've got a green dragon, and then you've got a red phoenix type dragon, which obviously sits on a stand just there. And it looks like that is the other, well, that is just the other one. So you can, that does look very impressive. That if you've got the Dungeons and Dragons set, because you've got the chest and everything down there. I know it's different wing design, but it could scale quite nicely with both. And again, if you've got the Harry Potter dragon, or you've got the dragon from the Lord of the Rings giveaway, which is the set that just keeps on giving with that. I think all of those would look really, really nice together. Right, moving on down, they started to bring out more space stuff. Now, everything came out at the start of January in 2024. There was loads of stuff, and then it all disappeared. And now they're just going to obviously redesign all of their Lego space, and they're just going to crack on with all those little bits and pieces. Scrapyard with cars. I think this is the first ever time I have seen a scrapyard, which does look quite interesting. There's obviously you've got the crusher just in there. You've got different bits and pieces with engines. You've got steering wheels. You've got, obviously, if you want to tell a story with this, that you can do. Very Gone in 60-second-esque as well, which is pretty cool. So if you have got a good Lego City car collection, that would work well. But don't forget the Speed Champion stuff would not fit in there for love or money. We have got a helicopter, truck, and submarine remix. I don't understand why it's called a remix, but there we go. So you've got all three as a mix and match. That's why it's called, I guess it's called a remix. There we go. Yours for 54.99. Right, moving on to page number 6. We are slowly getting there, and we still haven't clicked on anything that I was hoping to find just yet. Big mech coming in for Ninjago. Again, loads and loads of minifigures you can see on that one. Zane is in another mech, but this is now the Ultra Combiner mech. So he's now got 2 mechs coming out in January, and you get another 2, 4, 6 minifigures just up on there. And you've got Pixel. So Pixel down at the bottom was worth an absolute fortune because she was only in one set, and now she's starting to come out in quite a few of the sets. So I would imagine the value of that minifigure has absolutely plummeted. Got new Heart Lake City apartments and stores. They do look great in a long line side by side. I think they would work quite well with the Lego City bits and pieces. Right, we've got Monster Jam for a pullback for a JCB. And then we've got a Beekeeper's House and Flower Garden, which again is your friends stuff. And then you have got, can I just try? No, I can't. I've got to move it out. And then you've got the next sort of camper van under the Lego Friends license. Again, all of these for pre-order. You've got another Monster Jam pullback. You've got more stuff for Fortnite. You've got more stuff for Friends. More stuff for Friends, more stuff for Fortnite, and more stuff for Fortnite, and more Fortnite, more Fortnite. Right, now we're getting to the Formula... God, all of that stuff has come out since the Formula 1 stuff. Right, so with the Formula 1 stuff, there's loads. You have got big stuff, Speed Champion stuff, and then you've got the more Lego City play scale, which is this. So you've got the smaller vehicles. Obviously, they both fit in that truck. So if you're a fan of Formula 1 bits and pieces and you just want the Lego City bits and pieces, well, then you're laughing. If you want all of the Speed Champion stuff, it is going to get very, very pricey very, very quickly. But that truck for $89.99 will go with the garage. So you've got a split garage here with for Mercedes and Alpine. So you've got half and half. And then you've got a pit crew with Ferrari. So you can start to tell a nice story, but it's 90, 70, and 25. So you want to start doing the maths, you can do. Add another 11 to that because this McLaren is in scale with those. And now we're moving on to the next page. So that McLaren for £10 was 86. Another 2-pack for £17.99, which is Williams Racing and Haas. So you are getting a lot of stuff under the Lego City banner. Then you've got this smaller stuff, which is obviously the 2+. So this is all Duplo. So you've got the team race cars and drivers for 40. You've got a new mystery puzzle if you want to have yourself a Christmas edition for £6.99. And then you've got another one for £6.99. Heart Lake City Airport and Airplane. Look at the colours on that. That looks absolutely beautiful. The translucent pieces on that look great. You've got a nice little taxi. The Friends stuff always do well. They sell so well. Diagon Alley with everything for 2,750 pieces, £170. I can pass on this. It does look nice. It's all micro scale, don't forget. But you are getting everything. So this is coming out, I do believe, next year. And then you've got all of the other buildings that you are missing so far within the alley set. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of them. I think that's the bank exchange just on that one. Some of these we've already got. We've definitely got that one at the end. So yes, it'll be very, very interesting to see what this is like. I haven't seen any spoilers. I've not seen any reviews. I would imagine loads of people have had this in hand already, and they would have shown it all off, just like with the minifigures. But like I said, I haven't seen anything. So we've got the Hagrid Harry motorcycle ride for $44.99. Let's be honest, that looks absolutely dreadful. And then we've got the Dueling Club for $19.99, and the Night Bus. I know it's gone up in price. That looks really good. 499 pieces. You get the dog, but obviously that chases Harry, I do believe. And then you got the driver, and then you got this cool character just on the back. Now, obviously, if you've been to Universal Studios, this is a huge thing at Universal Studios, and you do get another character, which you just can't see on that photo. But I'm not going to click on it. We are just going to carry on and keep moving through. We have got the little child. We've got baby Guru with the Guru. Oh, you know what I mean. With the hover pram, and obviously you do get them in minifigure scale just down there, which is smart. You've got Malfoy's Manor for 129.99, which is a really pretty facade, actually. I know it's just the face on that one, but it's 1,601 pieces. It is what it is with regards to that, and it has just got a flat open back. Depending on how it is that you want to do, I hope those steps will tuck in so you don't lose too much space at the back. Because I think it might look quite nice in a Halloween sort of horror section. So I don't know what you guys and girls want to do with it. If you've got a huge Harry Potter thing and you wanted it as a full building, obviously double the price for double the parts. Now, lots of Star Wars stuff as well. We've got the Arc 170 Starfighter. This is the one with the wings and everything all open up. This is 497 pieces. I am going to be doing next year a Star Star Wars walkthrough museum. I want to do a tribute to the Legoland Windsor stuff. We started doing it in 2024, and then we hit a bit of a speed bump with the Ninjago stuff. So once I start to get the Ninjago stuff out of the way, we can really tuck into a lot of these bits and pieces. Now, so I'm not going to pick these up full price. I will wait until they go into a huge sale. But you can see you get all of the different clone pilots, and then you have got the different droid with that as well. There is a lot of stuff coming from the Clone Wars in 2025. So if you are a big Star Wars fan, this definitely is going to be a very, very good year for you. Now, Spider-Verse stuff. We have Spot. There is Spot. Just up there. So we have a brand new minifigure just there. That looks a really cool set of glasses. No, that's a set of glasses, or it's just one rim on his face. And then obviously we have got the two Spideys at the front, and we've got a nice little police car. So if you want this for that minifigure alone, it's yours for $44.99. Now that's very nice of you. We do not want any of that. That can go away. We have got the Batman, Tumbler, Two-Face, and the Joker for $54.99. The other one's better. They've made this more streamlined and it's less bulky. It's supposed to be a bulky thing, and the only thing that is, well, we can't lie. I know you're getting Heath, which I think is the first time since the UCS set. So that is a very expensive minifigure currently. But I am very lucky to own it from the UCS Tumbler because that is the only minifigure it comes with. That minifigure, Two-Face, it looks incredible. Even half hairpiece, all the scarring, the burning on the jacket, the coin. It's two very, very good minifigures. You get the hard cape with the Batman. Now, hopefully you do get the fluffy cape as well, otherwise you can't actually get him in the tumbler. I just don't like the look of that tumbler. I just don't like it. I just prefer the other one. I'm glad I got the other one. If you haven't got the other one and you want to get yourself a tumbler, it's worth it just for those minifigures alone. And you do get, I do believe, a glow in the dark light, so you can't really go wrong with that. Now we're moving on to Ahsoka's ship. Oh, she looks what have I done there? She looks absolutely fantastic with the dual lightsaber. And then obviously we've got Anakin as well. Looks really, really good. And you get the droid, 290 pieces, 3 good looking minifigures for £40. Again, you'll get that probably for $29.99 in a few months. We've got the Leonardo da Vinci's flying machine. I thought that was going to be a giveaway, but there we go. So if you're interested in that and a little bit of history, 493 pieces, 54.99, and it is yours. Now, if you are collecting the Harry Potter castle, I do believe now this is the new set that just keeps on giving. This castle is going to be incredible when it's done. It looks enormous, and you're going to need a mortgage. So the next new stuff that's coming out is this for the flying lessons, which is £69.99. Where does this actually attach? I don't have this castle at all, but I know a certain individual that does, and he's currently having a heart attack with regards to how much space it's taking up, Jay. Hey, so it's letting you know that you can shove it in the back end for 76422 for this, but it's not actually showing us where it goes with the rest of it. So you can plonk bits and pieces in the back of this. It's just going to keep on going. But this is yours for £69.99, and you get 651 pieces for the privilege. And then this is the class that will fold up and go in the back end of that one. And again, that is 204 pieces, 8+ set. Lots and lots of minifigures for £17.99. So this castle is just going to have every single minifigure you can possibly imagine when it's done. If you want the Home One Star Cruiser, it's yours for £59.99. That has reappeared on that one. We've got the Marvel logo and minifigures. Now, apparently, every single minifigure on this one is slightly different, and it is exclusive to this set. So obviously the Hulk is in grey trousers. That's an easy enough spot. Iron Man, for some reason, does look different. His eyes look different on that one. You've got Black Widow and Thor. Is it the leg print on Thor? Or was it the hairpiece? One of the other. Unless they've done something to his hammer and it's got like little cracks or something on there. Iron Man looks fantastic with his print. Can't deny that. And then you've got Cap. So you can see well, Cap's got a grey arm already, so there's going to be a big difference on that. So yes, it'll be interesting to see. For £89.99, you get 931 pieces. It's a nice looking thing. You get all exclusive minifigures. They're all completely different. I think it works really well. Now, a set that does look great, but is the wrong way round, is the new Superman. At last, we've got some DC stuff with Lex Luthor. Luthor should be in the mech, and Superman doesn't need it, does he? So let's be quite honest about everything. There's absolutely no need for Superman to be in that whatsoever. But what we want to see is that. So both those minifigures look great. You can see see for yourself. It's a nice mech for £12.99. You get two good minifigures. And finally, we're getting some new DC stuff that isn't Batman. Not that there's anything wrong with Batman, but it has been very, very heavy on DC Batman. And now, fingers crossed, we're going to be getting all sorts of DC sets. Now we've got the Iron Man mech versus Ultron. Again, you can see the difference in mechs. The Superman mech looks like a lot more chunky. I don't know if it's just a complete different image. Both £12.99. That's 120 pieces. This is 101 pieces. It's yours if you want it. So you can see what it looks like. The minifigures for Ultron does look very, very nice indeed. Now, sometimes they do put different Iron Man figures in each. Some of them from the cartoon, some of them obviously from the cartoon, some of them from the comic. I couldn't tell you what mark that is, but I know it's the older one because it's got the circle. Is that the original mask? The original helmet? I do like the leg print on that as well. See, sometimes they do this. Sometimes they just give you a completely different Iron Man and they always put it in a mech. And if you want to collect all of the different versions, then you have to buy lots and lots of different mechs as well. Right, we will continue. So you're finally getting a M1 Starfighter with a little child and the droid. Obviously, this is in the much smaller scale, so that's yours for £24.99 if you want it. And it is 92 pieces. Then you've got the Captain American Civil War action battle. This is a nice looking thing because you can see just all the minifigures again that is included. You've got Cap, Black Panther. You've got really nice blast effects. I do like the fact that they've done all of these sort of different bits and pieces. And obviously it's the airport terminal as well. So then we have got Spidey up at the top. Then we've got Falcon. And then we've got the other two ladies as well. So you've got Wanda, obviously, and I can't believe. Black Widow. God, I can't believe you forgot a name then. That's embarrassing. Yeah, so it does look like you can do some bits and pieces. Giant Man looks like it's in half decent proportion with regards to different bits and pieces. You've got a couple of different play features. They all come in around the same price point, don't they, for this sort of battle stuff? But this is the first time it's from Civil War, and there's all of the minifigures, and there's Bucky as well. So Bucky with his arm piece, that does look pretty smart. I can see him in there. He's obviously hiding somewhere. Oh, he's in the ship. He's in the Avengers ship for absolutely. I don't think he flies it. I don't think. Yep, there you go. So that is all of those minifigures, and it is yours for £89.99. Again, as we're going through, just let us know if there's anything in your January the 1st wish list, or are you going to wait? Now, we've got an anti-venom. I've only just learned about this one, so this looks like it's a brand new minifigure again for 2025. Apparently, I am now Venom, by the way. So that is perfect for me. So I'm going to have to pick up the anti-venom, which would be nice, because if I could actually get some anti-venom inside me, I would be a lot better than I am now. So item number 76308, 107 pieces, and it is yours for £12.99. Is it just a normal Spidey? Yeah, normal Spidey, but look at the print on that. Very, very, very nice looking minifigure. That'd be a nice little Easter egg to put in the display. One beside it is the car. There you go. You get a Venom muscle car. They do a muscle car every single year. This comes with a bank vault. It's yours for £24.99. Moving on to, well, you got the Red Hulk now. So you get a minifigure version of the Red Hulk, and I think, is that the same Iron Man that's in the mech? They're not going to give us they're not going to give us two versions of Iron Man at the same time. Yes, so if you didn't want the other one and you want, oh, look at the Tash. That is fantastic. So worth it just for the minifigures alone. You get standard Black Panther. That does look very, very good. I think that Black Panther might have already come out, but again, if you haven't got it, it looks great. You've got the little robot arm, so that's a nice little Easter egg. And of course, you do get a car. So if you want to build the car, it is yours. And if you don't, well, it comes with the ship. Oh, there we go. That's a photo I should have clicked on. So Black Panther's ship, car, minifigures. Not a bad price for £24.99, let's be honest, with all the minifigures and the pieces that you get. So there's lots of Marvel and lots of DC. Now moving on to the Spidey and Gobby's Raptor Battle, Treehouse HQ. They're the little dinosaurs, I do believe, from TV show, maybe a comic that they did. You've got a nice looking Mr. Freeze on here with a different Batman. That's a different print, I think. I've got a couple of Mr. Freezes, and I think that might be a different print. Again, available for pre-order, £17.99. Then we've got Annie's Sleigh Adventure. I think that's obviously from Frozen, I do believe. Yes. Oh, check me out with my knowledge. And then we've got the Enchanto Mini House, and then we've got Team Spider Dino Crawler Rescue as well. Moving on and down to the Spin Electro Dinosaur Vehicle Chase, Cinderella's Castle and Horse and Car, and then you got the Frozen. Now, I just thought we saw some of the, I was about to say, the Formula One stuff, and then it's all mixed up. There's a random, is that from Moana? Yes, it's from the second Moana, which film I haven't seen, but I recognise that from the first. It's the thing that just starts pecking everything. Right, so there's a lot of big Technic cars. 1,639 pieces for the RB20 F1. You have then got a Mark IV Lego Technic set for £54.99. I think that should have been at a much bigger price point, and I think people would have bought that in a heartbeat. They could have gone to town on that like they've done with this, because that is such an iconic car. But they didn't. So that's yours for £54.99, 810 pieces. Moving on down, you've got the fossil Triceratops skull, but I'm looking at the t-shirt with what looks like the original Jurassic Park t-shirt and all of the cool little bits and pieces on that. So if you're a fan of these fossils, some of these have come out already. I think they'd look great on the shelf all side by side. You've got the little ET T-Rex, and then you've got the Corvette Stingray for £54.99. Captain America and the Red Hulk brickheads, they are item number 242 and 243. The Endurance, which has been out and about now already. We've got the Bugatti Pangal, I think that's how it is, the V4S motorbike. Again, there's been lots of motorbikes out under the Lego Technic range. They look great on the shelf. They do look very good in the shop as well. And that is yours for 1,603 pieces, 169.99. Now we're moving on to more of the display ones. You've got the Williams Racing FW14B, of course. Well, it comes with Nigel Mansell. So if you want the famous Tash and the amazing outfit that he wears with the... What does he say on that? So you've got all of, obviously, you've got all of the marketing and advertising on the car. You just don't have the cigarette sponsorship. So on there it says you don't become a champion by doing what's easy. You become a champion by constantly pushing your boundaries and challenging yourself. So that is yours for 799 pieces, 560 points, item number 10353, and it's £70. And I think that would look fantastic with the Senna. So I think those two side by side on the shelf, I think would look very, very good indeed. Now, I'm not going to click on them all, but from what I've read, heard, and seen, every single one of these Speed Champion cars are different. They've got different front wings, they've got different diffusers on the back, they've got different side pod shapes. So you can see here, for example, that's got the cut-in side pod, that one doesn't. You've got the different wings on them with regards to the length. So, yes, you can see straight away that that side pod is completely different to that side pod, which is completely different to that side pod, of how they all tuck in. And then you have got the air vents, which are completely different. So you've got there on there, you've got the snorkel on that one. Completely different shape on the front end of this one. This one's looks a lot more streamlined for the Williams. So they're not going to be the same. They're going to be the same sort of build, but you're going to get slightly different results. And I think when they get put side by side, I think they will look very, very smart indeed. But let's just go straight through them. You've got the Ferrari, you've got the Mercedes, you've got the Red Bull, you've got Williams Racing, you've got the Alpine, the Aston Martin, and the F1. And again, with regards to these, you can see just on the size just here, that is a almost like a curved tube. That one isn't. That looks like that's two completely separate pieces. And this is completely shaped again all across the top. So there is a lot going on with this. The back wing design, look, you've got that bit in the middle just up on there. You've got the flat one for the Aston Martin. And then again for the McLaren, it's gone up on there. The halo systems are going to be the same on all of them. Looks great. They do look very, very good. But there's every car for every team for £23. So you want to start adding all of that up. You've got the Haas again. It's quite interesting that they're slightly different piece points as well. So it's 242, 269, and 248. Just depending on, I guess, the extra bits and pieces that they need up at the top or whatever again. But again, two completely different wing designs at the back. You can see how the side pod on this one comes down. You've got a gap at the back, whereas this one wraps all the way around. Lots of stickers on all of them, but I think getting all of these would look very, very good indeed. And I think that's all of the F1 stuff done. You've got the pretty pink flower bouquet, and then we've got the Shell Walker and Sawtooth, and then we have the Love. And I think I was about to say we're done, but we're not. It's teased us because we've got these two bits up here. And then we're moving on to the Red Hulk, but this is actually now available to buy. But I'm a little bit behind on these. So this is the one that confused me because, well, this set's been out forever. The film's been rewritten 73 times. And I didn't read the description. But apparently you've got Captain America. You've now got another Falcon. And then you've got the big Red Hulk as well for $49.99. And it's a rating of 4.3. You've got the new construction action figure for, obviously, Falcon, for the Captain America. It's not Falcon anymore, it's Captain America. So, and then you've got all these little pajamas. You can get them all in your different sizes. But I'm pretty sure page 11 is just going into stuff that's already out. So you've got all the different kidwear, Santa stuff, Moana, new Sonic and Cyclone, more Sonic stuff, Donkey King. I think this is all I've covered all of this already, I do believe, and I'm about to black out. So I probably should stop. All the different books, which are all out of stock. Page 13. And then we are done. And that's it. Done and living the dream. Let's just go to the home page. Is there anything else? Any offers that they're running? Any sales stuff? Quickly, there is. So that should give away 209 pieces. 8+ set ends on the 25th. £65 or more. Quick look at the sale. I'm not going to say them because these have been in sale forever. That's a great price though. The Wolverine looks great on the shelf and it's under £20. So you really can't go wrong with that. Great minifigure for that for Thanos. And I do believe you do get some nice minifigures in some of the other sets. Well, if you want to save some money and get loads and loads of minifigures, or just buy it and then open it next year, you're going to get some really nice Spidey minifigures on there. That advent calendar is the one that only shows half of the minifigures on the front. The Hoopty, that's still overpriced at $59.49. Minifigures look great, but the actual thing itself is just ridiculous at 420 pieces. Page number 2, is there anything exciting in the sale? Apart from all the advent calendars, the BTS is still in the sale. The 4+ Jedi bits and pieces, some of the Dreams, the Monkey Kid, big 30-40% off. That's not bad going whatsoever. Icons of Play, £53. Heart Lake City Bus. I missed all of the Black Friday sale bits and pieces, all of the insider stuff. I could not turn the laptop on, but that's it. And I am done. So guys, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Again, in that comment section below, let us know if there's anything that you're excited about. If you couldn't care less, you couldn't care less. I do believe 2025 is going to be a very, very strong year for Lego and across all themes. So you're looking at Star Wars, Harry Potter, Marvel, DC. It's going to look brilliant. And of course, there's going to be loads and loads of Lego City bits and pieces and friends and everything. So I think everything is going to get lots of different bits and pieces. But one more time, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care and I'll catch you next one. Ta-da.